Welcome to the Into the Woods musical introduction. Into the Woods it was written by Stephen Sondheim, and the music was created by James Lapine. Now, as we move through Into the Woods, we're going to find that there are four fairy tales that have been combined into one complete musical. The four fairy tales are listed on the screen. First, we have Cinderella. Next, we have Little Red Riding Hood. Following Little Red Riding Hood, we have Jack and the Beanstalk, and finally we have Rapunzel. Now, you might be familiar with the Disney versions of these fairy tales. However, the versions that are portrayed in the musical Into the Woods are actually the Brothers Grimm fairy tales. The Brothers Grimm were German brothers who wrote down and published these fairy tales during the 1800s. These fairy tales taught young children a moral, which is a type of lesson. Now, the definition of moral from Webster's dictionary is listed below for your reference. The purpose of fairy tales during this time was to teach children the difference between right and wrong. Now, you will be working in class in groups to look over and analyze one particular fairy tale and then share the elements of the plot with other students within the class. Now, once you are sharing in a group, you're going to explain the plot to the class. Now, as you write down the various plot elements from the different story, make sure that you're documenting the characters and what happens to them. Now, Into the Woods, again, was written by Stephen Sondheim, who's pictured here on the left, and the music was created by James Lapine. Within this musical, we are going to be looking at both rhyme scheme contained within the lines of the various musical ballads, as well as analyzing character motivation. Now, character motivation is very important within Into the Woods. The reason why is because each of the characters in the musical are motivated towards a wish or a desire. Now, as we continue through the musical, we're going to see that the actions of the various characters have consequences. So this is going to be the overarching theme of Into the Woods. Actions have consequences. So you might hear the statement, "Be careful what you wish for," and when you think of that statement, also think of the moral, actions have consequences. So there you have the introduction to Into the Woods.